Welcome back to the picturesque Hunley Hotel and Golf Club in North Yorkshire, the host for the penultimate event of the PGA Europro Tour season, the Integral Collection Classic. The final round well underway now, and Billy Hemstock putting together a decent score, just kind of creeping along as the others go up and down around him.
In trouble here though, fourth shot to the par 4. Just trying to move this in from right to left, keep it under the wind. It's just going to feed down into the bunker. So this hole goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, I think I spoke too soon, I'm afraid. Billy in trouble.
Fairly calm individual though, won't let that bother him.
First look at Adam Keogh today. 17th hole, coming towards the end of his round, and 3 under, actually looking like a pretty solid score.
Yeah, absolutely. Par 5 here. If he could maybe sneak an eagle. Ooh, and there's no sign of that wind dropping. You never know.
Well, he's got the short game to cope with it, but that's going to be a tough one. And here's another man that has to produce something decent with a short iron.
These guys are just making our leader's job a little bit easier. Delightful bunker shot. I'll tap that in. But a disappointing 6.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's tough when a great shot like that doesn't give you anything on the card. But like you said, Matt, he's got a very calm head on those young shoulders.
Yeah, these two need to bounce off one another today. Does putt well. Kemmer down the left-hand side of his 6th hole. Been a popular spot today. Back into and off the right with the wind. Middle of the green should be his target. Feature of this course, the small greens, the small targets. It's fairly central.
Our leader by 2, with a big smile on his face, the American, going along great guns. I don't know, the rest look timid by comparison on this final day.
Yeah, end of the season, lots of distractions, lots of things to think about, different scenarios for different players. Dodge doesn't have any of that to worry about, just purely a free run at a victory. Scotland racks up a very disappointing double bogey on the par 5.
Oh dear, all that hard work undone, and no sign of the wind actually calming down today. So the likes of Keogh, who are going to get themselves off the course, well, hopefully he can move himself to 5 under.
Yeah, 18th hole only measures 158 yards, but it's comfortably played over par the first 2 days. And that's a tough flag to get close to. Players will be trying to turn the ball back into the wind and use that to create some control. Now Parker, first player that's successfully negotiated the tee shot here at 7. This looks to be drifting right on the wind as well. And we've seen it's a tough place to get it up and down from down there. So probably looking at par being the best he can make.
But they all fancy the shot.
I'm going out there to have fun. I'm going out there to have fun. How much fun does he look like he's having right now?
I quite believe him at this moment, George Parker, but everybody fancying that shot. Nobody's pulled it off yet. Now this for Kemner, wonderful stuff for him, and well, at the moment Dodge Kemner is ripping it up.
Yeah, beautiful start to his final round. Very much in control of his golf ball, even in the windy conditions. Burden on the 8th. Strong par 4, measures 420 yards. That looks to be heading right, going right.
Ooh, no.
There's 2 people down there.
Yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah.
Similar spot then to Scotland for George Parker.
Doesn't want to do that.
No. Tried to bite off a little more than was available.
That's where you've just got to chuck it in the middle of the green, go to work with your birdie putt.
Well, Dad on the bag, very carefully keeping quiet there.
Yeah, that's Possibly the right tact for a dad and son relationship. Now, an important par putt this. Oh,
no.
dear, and that's going to cost him plenty come the end of the day. I don't think it would have been good enough to win. And ruined what would have been a super neat round of golf, but 67 in these conditions is a fantastic effort.
Yeah, quite rightly getting some congratulations. Good stuff from Keogh, but he'll be sitting in the clubhouse thinking what could have been. Big putt this for Parker.
Massive putt in his final round. Oh, and that's disappointing as well. Probably a little bit of inexperience showing there. That was the time to just chuck it up to 20 feet. You know, if you hole your birdie putt, it's a bonus, but make no worse than par. Now, Burden, a third shot, still in the hay. Ball above him. Danger is hooking this left. Upslope, long grass, can wrap it round the hosel and turn the club over. All he could do was advance it up some 40 yards short of the flag. So, needs to go to work. Needs to grind hard on that hole.
Yeah, some pretty unforgiving rough here at Hunley.
Now this one's got to be heading in the middle of the green. Oh, nearly. Just a little shy, but the first player we've seen playing the hole as it was designed. Burden's fourth shot. He was a little unlucky there. He might have just caught the sprinkler head. A little nudge forward. He's found some ground under repair. He'll get a drop from there.
White at the 10th has had opportunities, but unfortunately given the couple of shots he's made straight back, but it's another cracking shot from him, and he's been putting well today as John White.
Yeah, and a player will be comfortable in these surroundings and these conditions. Now Steve, third shot on the 7th, par 5, needs to make something happen. All of our leader in there close.
Yeah, he's got to kind of feed off what Dodge Kemmer's doing as well today.
Yes, grab hold of his coattails, and then when your opportunity comes, jump in front of him. Now, this has been a disastrous hole. This for a double bogey. Just goes from bad to worse, unfortunately, and that's a 7. And in conditions like this, it's difficult to get those shots back.
Oh, that hurts so much. And we've seen that expression on Toby Burden's face a couple of times today. And he's going to do well to contain the anger at the moment. Got to remember the Rage Against the Machine song, Anger is a Gift, right now. Now White, left-hander. Left-hander's doing well today.
Yeah, putt that will feed off the right. Just a little pacey. Should tap that in for his par. He's doing all the right things, just needs to keep going. Have a look at a leaderboard in the next couple of holes, know exactly where he is. Great result for him in the last event, really building on that, good to see. Now, England versus America here?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll take that. I think we've got a nice head-to-head between these two. And Rosell just making sure that he keeps it alive, moves himself to 7 under.
Yeah, an important birdie that. Dodge was just starting to create a bit of daylight between him and everybody else. Just a little warning shot, don't forget I'm here.
This to go double figures though under the card.
This really has been an exhibition on how to start a final round. Oh, and I spoke too soon.
Look at the reaction of the
members.
Europe.
One up to Europe there.
Indeed. Oh, great stuff. So, Dodge Kemmer misses a golden opportunity to move to 10 under, and that keeps Rosell in the frame.
Be interesting to see how he reacts to that. It's the first time today he's done something that was not perfect. Now Parker, after the disappointing bogey on 7.
Learned his lesson?
Yeah, but a little clumsy. That was back into the wind. Sitting in the semi-rough. Body language is telling a story there. Looking a bit resigned. Needs to pick himself up quick. I fear one of those father-son chats coming on.
Absolutely, yeah.
I used to love those with my dad. Never ended well.
Rosell then. A lot of elevated tees on this course, which just adds to the the drama and the spectacle.
Yeah, it makes it tough in the wind as well. Really important to control your flight. Can't let the ball get away from you. Great galleries behind the back of the 8. Look at that, fantastic. Players love that. Really creates an atmosphere. 420-yard hole. Trying to start this down the left-hand side, just let it move back. May have overcooked it. Plenty of trouble down there. Oh, and he's had another friendly bounce.
And his heart would have been in his mouth for just a little while there, but it's worked out okay for Dodge Kemmer, and certainly this is the group that everyone wants to watch.
Yeah, but don't forget this man here. A little bit of magic on the back 9. Can certainly give these guys something to think about. 183-yard par 3. Par 3's played tough this week. I need to do your scoring on the par 5s, hang on to it through the par 3s. Another big putt for Parker in his final round.
I'm afraid another par goes begging.
Yeah, important that he really sort of battens down the hatches in the next few holes. Just needs to make a couple of steadying pars. Temptation is to get aggressive, try and make a birdie, try and bounce back as quickly as you can. Not always the right thing to do.
Now again, back to the head-to-head as we're billing it between Özell and Kemmer. Great to see what they do with their second shots here.
Flag tucked on the right side, using the wind to turn that ball back in from left to right. Oh, he's not going to let Dodge have it all his own way. Let's see how he reacts to that.
A different lie for Kemmer.
Sensible shot. Did the right thing there. Got a very neat action. Stays very centred with his body. It's going to work well in the wind. Now White tidying up for par. Back up the slope. Push that left. Watch his head when he putts. Looks down the line of the putt before his head gets back to the ball. The putter's moving. Like Davis Love does something very similar. Now Hemstock. Second shot into the par 4 9th. Super tee shot, driven it up close to the front edge. A couple of friendly little bounces. And we'll give him that for a birdie 3. Great way to sign off the front 9.
Yeah, I do like that. Parker though having to come in very different route. My goodness, he got that up into the air quickly.
That's a great shot downwind. Difficult to create any spin. Use the elevation to try and stop it. Kemmer for birdie on 8. And our first tentative putt from the leader. Zell's really given him something to think about.
Yeah,
going to be interesting to watch these two.
Yeah, that rock-solid confidence does seem to have taken just a bit of a hit with the putter. I think he was really enjoying showing off for the gallery, but now he's got something to think about. Maybe just that thought of winning the tournament has crept into his head, so Özell has to take the chances on offer to keep the pressure on. Oh, no.
That's a huge miss. An opportunity to get back within 1.
Well, you'd have backed Steve from there, that's for sure.
Every day of the week. All left-handers putt great. You're not allowed to miss those.
Now for a change, Parker with a birdie opportunity from this distance rather than a par.
Yeah, just off the right.
And
well
there we go.
Great putt.
So at least one shot claim back, and there, smile nearly on the face.
It's amazing what a birdie can do. Gives you a real lift. Needs to take that into the back 9 now. Just keep building on that. Hemstock had already given him this for 3. Repairing some of the damage.
And there we go, both Hemstock and Parker taking a birdie away from 9. That improves their position. It's Kemmer still with the lead, but this tournament shaping up very nicely indeed as we move towards the mid-phase of the Integral Collection Classic. More to come after the break.